Welcome to the Lake Forest Podcast special post-game edition. Scouts win, Scouts win, Scouts win. Scouts win. Final score was, Skew?
22-21.
22-21. It was a squeaker. Leo left, Leo right, Leo over the middle. It was a great game. Do you believe in miracles?
That was, I would say that was, that was a miracle.
Skew,
For a team that was dominated the whole game.
let me just show you a little something here.
Oh, God. What are you showing me?
That was the play of the game, my friend.
No, I'll tell you what the play of the game was.
What was the play of the game?
It was about 3 plays. When Jahari got hurt,
Yeah,
they put in the sophomore,
this little guy.
Garrigan, that had 3 runs of about 10 yards each to keep the drive going. That was the play of the game that helped them the opening drive of the second half. That kid's a sophomore, got a number yesterday. And they put him in.
He's like 4'2", and he just went in there and just
He had like
balled.
3 runs in a row, like 10 yards, 8 yards or something, and just kept the drive going. That was amazing. That was the plays of the game, I thought.
I mean,
they were wallowing because of Jahari. Like, what the fuck?
Leo left, Leo right.
He is probably best quarterback ever coming out of Lake Forest. Smartest, most talented.
He was
none anyone better. No one. And he's played 1 year.
He was playing middle linebacker. He was spying that quarterback.
No, he's cornerback.
Well, they had him at middle spying who's number 3?
Leo.
Well, then I don't know what he was playing middle linebacker, and he was spying that other quarterback. He was all over the place, and he had that punt.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing middle linebacker. He was playing corner.
Well, then a cornerback was playing in the middle of the field.
Averly was spying the quarterback. 7.
Do I have to go to the game film and show you?
You're talking the wrong dude. That quarterback for Prairie Ridge was excellent, and aside for the fact of a psycho mom on Lake Forest yelling "kill two" the whole time.
Yeah, that was she was like 10 feet to my right.
She was had to read the sportsmanship award, which is rarely done by me in mid-game because of that.
Did they give you a little word up there, or did you hear?
No, it's just ridiculous. You don't say kill the quarterback, chanting kill the quarter. I mean, it's just, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the keys to the game, they were down, 14, and then they did that play action. Leo threw that bomb to get right at the end of the half.
Right.
14-7. And then I'm not sure what happened. They
got the kickoff at half, and Jahari was hurt, was done for the day.
And he hurt his knee or whatever.
Yeah, and drove it downfield, and Garrigan had some key 3 runs and took it in the end zone. And then they tied it. Well, it tied. Well, not tied. It was 14-13, and then the snap was dribbled, and Leo, smart as he is, grabbed it, ball faked the lineman, and I'm surprised he got in, but dove in there, and 15-14.
Well, I'm going to run through a couple plays here, see if anything. What was going on in this play right here? Skew, you were up in the press box. He just and I didn't think he caught it.
That was a great play.
I mean, that I just,
to
I
Millman.
mean, I just couldn't. I just could not believe it. What else did we have in there? What else stuck out for you, Scoo?
That the scouts couldn't stop the run.
You know, they couldn't
The
see.
wishbone, and it was just, it's all they were hoping. You had to hope for a fumble, and that poor kid, right when they're about to ice it, fumbles the ball. That
Yeah, that
modified
fumble was
offense is
huge.
impossible to stop. They were getting 3 yards a play before anyone was touched. When you're watching it, you think like, oh, they made a good play, tackled the guy behind the line, and he had 2 yards, gained 2 yards, because the scouts had to play the defensive line there back a yard and a half so they could see where the ball was, and they were giving them 1.5 yards before the ball was even snapped.
Now, Stu, do we know what happened with Crystal Lake Central and Cary Grove?
Yeah, Cary Grove's beating them bad.
Okay, so we're going to go up against Cary Grove.
Number 1, yep.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a tough one. So that's going to be in Cary Grove.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, Cary
right.
Grove and Prairie Ridge played tough together, so all 3 of those teams left are all in the same conference.
Well, I think that offense is going to be the hardest one they're going to have to face.
Oh yeah. Well, and I believe they run a modified wishbone type offense too. Not sure, but I think they do. I think that whole conference does. But
I got a program today, Scoot. Do you see it there? There we go.
nice. You like that, huh?
There it is.
It's supposed to be the other way, horizontal, but whatever.
Well, it's a half a page.
Yeah.
You're right next. I didn't see the principal. Did you? I didn't see
I think
the.
it's the weekend.
I didn't see the superintendent. Do they fly back? Who knows? All right, what do we got here? Yeah, this is the beginning. This is that nobody showed. This is like 20 minutes before the game.
Well,
Is everybody in Starbucks? I mean, what was going on, Scoo?
it's unbelievable. It still should have packed the stands, and they didn't. But it's a win to win.
No, it was.
Onward, upward.
Let me see if I got anything special here for you, Scoo.
It's going to be a challenging game next week, but you never know. I mean, scouts, hopefully they'll have Jahari, but who knows?
No, man, that knee was. That's the first time I saw his knee get.
It's a shame because he's not. They don't have any. U-line. They tried that, but he's only good for the. You don't want to use him too much because he's their stud defense guy, but he's good for the short yardage, not the. Let's hope he gets 15 or 20.
Right.
But hey, Garrigan stepped up, man, for sophomore. not planning on playing.
What stuck out for you besides those plays, Scoo?
It stuck out for me. It was just the domination by Prairie Ridge, but the Scouts were resilient, and they responded when they got the ball. But boy, it was a matter of not. They're just cobbling stuff together, and they got their 2 best out of that triumvirate. The two of them are gone, so Leo's going to have to do a lot.
Like this? Look at him go.
I tell you, he's
a beast.
Lake Forest has ever had.
He's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked if there's a better quarterback. I was saying up in the booth that if you put him on Prairie Ridge's team,
yeah,
no one could have stopped them. You put him on any team, he's unstoppable. Put him on Loyola, they're the best team. He's the best quarterback in the state.
He's the best all around player because he does more than just quarterback, right?
Oh, that kid on Prairie Ridge went both ways too and was pretty damn good too. But Leo can pass the ball, and that's the thing. And he's got touch, and of all things, he's probably got the smartest sense of football I've ever seen.
He's got football IQ.
And he's got a lot of IQ. He's good, man.
Any of these plays, and touchdown. How about that play?
It was amazing.
I mean, in-law. Dude, would you put that up in one of the best games you ever seen played at Varsity Field?
Yeah, I mean, seen a lot of them, but that's probably of course, it's the best one. It's the second time Lake Forest has gone to the semifinals.
When's the last time they went to the Final Four?
78, 79.
Oh, really? That far? Okay. All right.
That was a team, ironically, that was very highly successful running the wishbone. Lake Forest used to run the wishbone. That was there for years and years. And they lost to Joliet Catholic and Tom Thayer.
Tom Thayer, yes.
Individual wrecking crew.
Iowa.
Bears.
So, Scoo, what do you think, man? Carrie, can we do it?
It's going to be tough when you're facing the number one team.
Yeah. Well,
they're number one for a reason. But you never know. You got to play
as long as Leo doesn't get hurt.
No, don't say that.
Oh, well, we didn't want to jinx it before. We didn't. They won. So it's a special post game analysis, Scoo. You were out of that press box. It was 6.5 seconds. You were down. You might as well. You could be a fireman the way you get down that pole.
No need to sit up there. I don't stand around. I have no.
You don't get paid by the hour?
I have no horse in the race. No reason to stay there like all those parents do. Get out of there. Get home.
This is a special post game broadcast. You've been listening.
What do you think? You didn't say what your thoughts were.
I'm like, should I leave at half? It's 14-0. It's going to be 14-0. Fairweather, Fan Pete, and then they got that touchdown. I said, you know what? They get this touchdown to go in a half, and they get a defensive play to start the second half. Then it's interesting. And sure enough, that's what happened. And
if they didn't score at half,
yeah,
it would have been over because it's just Prairie Ridge. I mean, they had what? They averaged probably what? I think each team had 5 possessions.
I think the game was an hour and a half.
Yeah, but each team had 4 or 5 possessions.
Yeah.
And Prairie Ridge would take it. Primarily, they took it almost 80 yards each time, but took 8-9 minutes off the clock. And it's amazing the scouts were able to respond.
I don't know why they just didn't line everybody up put everybody up on the line. They couldn't pass, but whatever. Yeah. We won.
It's tough with that option. I was talking to one of the coaches who kind of played on that 79 team. It's hard. That's why I asked him. I said, "Why are they a yard and a half off the ball?" And he said, "Because you have to be able to, as a lineman, see where the ball is, and when you're up on the yard on the ball,
those defensive ends. I mean,
you give that yard and a half, and that's the killer with those. That offensive line was getting a running start on the defensive line."
Well, the defensive line, they were standing straight up looking for where the ball is, and they were getting blown back in the first half. Once they got used to it, then they started Turlap started coming off on the ball, and they were okay.
But that's why it's hard to in a week defend the triple option. It's just and if you have a good quarterback, the key with the triple option or wishbone is the quarterback, and that guy.
He was a little squirrel. He was secret squirrel. Yeah.
Screaming, and they're following the fake. And the scouts are tackling the fake, and there goes the quarterback. They're like, what was that? But he was the key. The quarterback, I mean, if you can make those fakes, he did.
No, he was secret squirrel. No, that was
fun. Good game. Fun game.
I was
quick games and the scout win.
Yeah. You get paid the same either way.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Cary Grove. All right. Think we'll have a pep rally now?
I think it's Cary Grove. Well, they're playing Crystal Lake South, but last I saw it was like 20-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine they're going to come back.
Well, as long as Leo's in the game, we got a chance. We got a chance.
Yeah, but all those guys stepped up, and like I said, Garrigan, my gosh. I mean, there's a kid that was just happy that he was brought up on the varsity from the sophomore team.
You know, you got to give him a name.
It's like, hey, 43, you're in. What?
You know what his nickname should be? And you'll like this one. Scooter.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about that kid was his older brother is the senior on the team and got hurt in the spring, so he hasn't been able to play all year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That would suck.
Thanks for listening to the special edition Lake Forest Podcast, post-game edition. Scouts win 22-21, Prairie Ridge. Scoot Walker, Pete Jansen's here directly after the game. Go Scouts. On behalf of our Patreon supporters, Reverend Luke Back, the Church of the Holy Spirit, and Matthew A., we thank you for listening.
He was
Tune out. Matt was there. Yeah, he was there. He was there. And we'll put a couple of the clips in the YouTube video plays of the game. Scoot Walker over now.
Chiefs.
Pep Rally Chiefs. See ya. Peace out.
Number 32,